Jamaica's Commissioner of Police, George Quallo, is assuring the country that the force will nab criminals intent on causing mayhem. At a press conference on Tuesday, Mr. Quallo says the police force will get the job done, even as he concedes that there are no new strategies to combat the wave of murders plaguing the country. More from Tanika Thomas.
The message to our members is to pursue the criminals to the fullest extent of the law. This is what our country expects of us.
An assurance from Police Commissioner George Quallo that the force will not back down in the fight against criminality. The Police Commissioner called a press conference on Tuesday to allay the heightened fears of Jamaicans about the spiraling murder rate. The country has been uneasy following gruesome killings in several parishes, including St. Catherine, St. James and Clarendon in recent weeks. Since the start of 2017, there have been 628 murders and 555 shootings. Mr. Quallo says approximately 70% of the killings are a result of gang infighting, an argument echoed by Security Minister Robert Montague.
The whole reprisal is having negative impact on us. Be reminded what I said earlier on, a number of the murders are taking place in our hotspots. These are guys who are known to each other. In a number of instances, they were persons from the same gang. But something happens and the gang split in 2 or 3. And so they are actually persons within the criminal underworld. In a number of instances, that is what we are saying.
So should Jamaicans be concerned?
I'm not saying that we should be overly concerned, because all of us should be concerned to see the amount of persons being killed. The loss of life of any individual is important to us.
In the meantime, the police commissioner concedes the force will not be employing any new measures to tackle the wave of murders gripping the country. Instead, he says, the police will rely on special provisions in the Constabulary Force Act for preventing and detecting crime.
There is very little new in law enforcement. What is different is how it will be applied and the energies that we bring to it. We have a workforce that is far more motivated, and so we are committed to the task, and I'm convinced that there will be a difference in the very near future.
Among the short-term measures, there will be more searches, curfews and cordons. Commissioner Quallo notes that there will also be containment measures to target gangs and armed criminals, increased patrol in crime hotspots, and the establishment of police posts in volatile communities. In the meantime, the police will be very careful in granting permits for street dances and other events. The police commissioner also has plans to reassign senior command officers to troubled areas.
As several murders and shootings occurred at spirit licensed premises and events that are held outside of the time prescribed by law. I recognize that there are occasions when only the right match between task demand and personal abilities can produce the desired results. Therefore, I will shortly announce some reassignments of senior command officers to provide the kind of leadership, energy and creativity required now in some critical areas to drive strategies and achieve the desired results.
Meanwhile, the police commissioner is assuring the public that the force has things under control. He says since the start of the year, the police has made a number of arrests in relation to major crimes. He says 284 persons have been arrested for murder, 254 for shootings, and 288 for breaches of the Firearms Act. There is also a significant improvement in the Get the Guns campaign. Commissioner Quallo says 375 illegal firearms have been seized since the start of the year. That's 90 more than the corresponding period in 2016. He's encouraging the public to join the force in dismantling crime.
We can't do it alone, and we require the support from all our partners, to include you members of the media. I believe that there is much that more can be done. For example, how do you pass on information to the police? We'd love to see more information coming to us, and there are several avenues that can be used. Crime Stop, local police, 119, and the Stay Alert app.
Tanika Thomas reporting for CEEN Caribbean News.